Google Gemini has just launched the world's most powerful and fastest model, 3.5 Flash. It delivers highly accurate results and generates answers much faster than other models. Along with that, Antigravity has also introduced a major update by launching Antigravity 2.0, and they have already added 3.5 Flash fast support into Antigravity 2.0. So first, let's talk about Gemini 3.5 Flash. On Gemini's official website, it is mentioned 3.5 Flash, frontier performance for agents and coding. Gemini 3.5 Flash delivers intelligence that rivals large flagship models on multiple dimensions at the speeds you have come to expect from the Flash series. It's our strongest agentic and coding model yet, outperforming Gemini 3.1 Pro on challenging coding and agentic benchmarks like Terminal Bench 2.1, 76.2%, GDP Val AA, 1656 ELO, and MCP Atlas, 83.6%, and leading in multimodal understanding, 84.2% on Charks-Eve reasoning. When looking at output tokens per second, it is 4 times faster than other frontier models. You can also check the benchmark charts there if you want. Now, let's move to the main topic of today's video. Today, I'll show you how to install and set up Antigravity 2.0. First, search for Antigravity 2.0 and open the official website. Then click on the download option. Here, you'll see 3 options: macOS, Windows, and Linux. I'll select Windows. And one important thing for macOS users: minimum requirements. macOS versions with security update support. Usually the current version and the previous 2 versions are supported. Minimum version is macOS 12 Monterey, and x86 is not supported. For Windows users, minimum requirements: Windows 10 64-bit. For Linux users, minimum requirements: glibc version 2.28, glibcxx version 3.4.25, for example, Ubuntu 20, Debian 10, Fedora 36, or RHEL8. So from here, I selected Windows and downloaded it. After downloading, I opened Antigravity from the Downloads folder. Then we need to wait a little. After that, a new window will appear where I'll click on Explore the new Antigravity. Then it will load for a few moments. Now click on Continue with Google. Here I selected an unverified Gmail account just to test whether it asks for verification or not. Then I tapped on Sign In. Now it brought me back to Antigravity, and as you can see, it's asking for verification. You can verify it by adding a phone number if you want, but I'll skip this and log in with a valid Gmail account instead. So again, I tapped Sign In again and selected Continue with Google. This time, I selected a valid Gmail account and then clicked Continue. After that, I tapped Open Antigravity again, then Next. Here, I'll choose the dark theme. After that, I selected all the available options, although I personally won't need all of them. Then I tapped Finish. And yes, now our Antigravity setup is complete. The interface is very simple, and only a few functions have been added. If you click the plus icon beside the chat box, you'll see options like Media, Mentions, Actions, and Browser. I won't explain these in detail right now. If you click on the Folder section, you'll be able to see all folder lists. From there, you can create or add a new project folder. If you want to create a new folder, click the Skip option under Add Folder. Then give the folder a name and create it. That way, all your project code and data will stay saved inside that specific folder. So I selected my first project. Then from the Model section, I selected Gemini 3.5 Flash because it gives the best and fastest answers. There are many other models available too. Now I'm going to build an extension, and I already generated a prompt for it earlier. I pasted the prompt here and pressed Enter. The extension's job will be to collect leads from Google Maps. Antigravity has already started working automatically. If you type a slash symbol, you'll notice many more options appear. I'll discuss those later. For now, Antigravity has given me a plan. It's important to read this plan carefully. If you want to remove or add anything, you can edit it here. But I simply typed OK.
I need the extension and pressed Enter. As you can see, it started building the extension. I fast-forwarded the process a little, and now you can see the extension has been built successfully. On the left side, there's another option called Schedule Task. Here I tapped on the New button. Then I gave the task a name. Below that, I selected a folder. Then I selected on which days the task should trigger and also set the specific time. In the prompt box below, I pasted my prompt. This way you can add multiple schedule tasks. Because of this feature, you can schedule many tasks at once and they will automatically trigger and work at the correct time. There's also another option you can enable if you want. Go to Folder Settings, then Agent Settings. The security preset is set to default by default, but you can change it to Full Machine if you want. I also changed agent behavior to Always Proceed. Then click on File Access Rules. Here you can provide a specific file or folder path, and Antigravity will be able to access or control that folder. You can also allow file writing permissions by adding the folder path. Now I'll check whether Antigravity 2.0 is actually creating files and writing code or not. For that, I opened the Antigravity IDE. Then I selected Add Folder. After that, from Local Disk, Users, Program Files, I selected the folder. And yes, it has correctly written all the code. I can even add this extension to Chrome if I want. In the next video, I'll show you how the extension actually works.
So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and comment. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe and stay connected with me. So for today, bye-bye. See you again.